Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. This is Anthony here, Youthsinfo Africa Talk Show. I was supposed to have started this an hour ago, but due to tech challenges, I've been working on this tech. But we thank God we are back now. It's okay. It's better now. So, Mrs. Cassells has been waiting to load us with this thought on strategic planning and time management. Okay, we don't need to waste our time. We have wasted a lot of time already. So we are starting right away. Okay, this is Cassie. How you doing?
I am doing great. How are you doing? I'm so happy to be here with all of you.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Yeah,
Yes.
welcome to Youthsinfo Africa. Thank you for coming to share this thought with us. We need this topic today, especially this time around, this January, on how to plan for the year. Okay, it's going
Yes.
to be an amazing topic, and I can't wait to learn from you right away.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for the
Okay,
opportunity.
so you're welcome. You're welcome. So, who is Cassis? We need to know who Cassis is.
So, I am Pearlette Cassells and I'm Jamaican born and raised, but I moved to Canada several years ago. So, I'm Jamaican, that's my heritage. And I am a productivity coach. And so I help people with their time management and accountability so that they can stop procrastinating and get things done with less stress and overwhelm. Get those dreams going. Yes.
All right, so welcome. Okay, your origin is from Jamaica. And you're based in Canada. That's awesome.
Yes. I'm learning to live with the
Wow.
weather, the cold weather.
And okay, the cold weather. You should have adapted to it now. How many years have you lived in Canada?
Oh, wow. Like 20 years. So I've gotten used to it.
Oh, 20. That's great.
Yes.
But the 20 you should be used to it. I think
Oh,
so.
yeah. Oh, when I just arrived, I used to wear so many clothes, like three pants and four tops. And I'm like, I'm not used to this because, from the tropical area, I'm from the Caribbean there. So you're used to hot weather, but you get accustomed to it,
Okay.
believe me. You would all survive. I know most people are like, does the country lock down for winter? No, you still have to do everything.
Uh, but there is opportunity for people to go to work, right? The lockdown is it so severe there?
Unless, yeah, if it's severe, there's a winter storm, then yes, you really can't go. Like my car, 1 year, I couldn't even open the door. I mean, the snow was past
Oh,
the window. Yeah.
okay. Good to have you here,
Thank you.
all the
Thank
way
you.
from Canada.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here with all
All
of
right, we're
you.
starting right away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have mostly African youths are here. We also have youth
Yes.
advocates from other parts of the world. We have people from United States of America. We have from Dubai. We have Turkey. We have China. I think
Mm,
I saw China last time I checked. Yeah. We also
yes.
have people from yes. We have Qatar. I saw
Oh,
recently.
really? Wow. You have a wide cross section then.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So I believe this topic will be they're going to benefit from this topic. I know because a lot of people are having a challenge of time management, and people do procrastinate a lot. Me also, I'm also involved. So we're going to talk about this and learn how to work on our plans strategically to achieve our
Yes,
goals this year. Okay,
absolutely.
all right. You have the floor now.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And again, thank you so much, Mr. Anthony, for having me here. And it's my profound pleasure to be here. I'm so happy to be in Youth Africa. So thank you so much. So I wanted to ask a quick question.
Welcome.
Do you set New Year's resolutions? So many people do, and I want to know, now it's almost the end of January. Where are you with those New Year's resolution? Because by now, most people stop doing them, right? So just setting New Year's resolution does not help you at all because you need a strategic plan. You cannot just take action without a strategy. And a strategy is you're using the best use of your time, your energy, your resources, your money to get the results that you want. So as I mentioned, I am a productivity coach and I'm passionate about good habits because I find that that's the engine that will sustain you to be consistent. You cannot rely on just motivation or willpower, right? You need routines to get things done. So I became very passionate about productivity because of a near-death experience I had a few years ago. So a few years ago, I had surgery and everything went well. Here in Canada, when you're doing surgery, you get to meet the surgeon before you even go to the operating room. So by the time that day comes, you know who it is and you feel less afraid, right? Because so I met with the surgeon and everything, she's like, I do this kind of surgery all the time. You're young. Don't worry. It's like a breeze. So when I went in there, I never even thought about dying or any of that. I'm like, yeah, I have lots of time. Who's going to worry about that? Anyway, the surgery went well. And then I went back to my room and suddenly I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe. I inhaled and there was nothing. And the monitors and everything started going crazy because my blood pressure went too high, my oxygen dropped too low. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die. And all these things I have on my someday I'll do it list, it's over. They're never going to get done now. And then that's all I could think about. Like I'm running out of oxygen and that's it. So it was very traumatic. So I started praying and I'm like, God, if there's, if I ever make it, I will make sure I get those things done, accomplish the purpose I came in this world for. And that is how my passion to help other people be more productive with their life and their dreams. So when I got better, I created a 4-step framework called PREP. So every Sunday, I would map out my week, whatever task I have to do to get my dreams done. I wanted to write books. So that was my first thing off my list to write my book. And, I schedule everything in my calendar every day. One task that I needed to get done because I'm working 9 to 5, so I don't have all day. So that's where I came up with that 4-step system PREP. So every Sunday, I map out my week and I encourage everybody to do that, right? To plan out your week, because when you plan out your week, you can tell what you will do each day. Most of us procrastinate because of lack of clarity. We're not clear. We wake up and if you don't have a plan, anything is going to distract you. So the PREP system, the 4-step system, PREP. P is to pause. So you pause, you stop everything, get away from the distractions, get the tools that you need, like your journal, or if it's online, if it's digital, you pull it up and then you know what you're planning. And then the R is to, can you hear me? Sorry. I just heard like it dropped there. Okay, so the R is to reflect. So you reflect on your week. Okay, great, thank you. One thing you're grateful for, what brought joy and laughter in your life, because you need those things. And the E is to evaluate. What went well? What was a win you can celebrate? What was a challenge for you? And what did you learn from the challenge that you can use in your life to evaluate, right? And the last P is to plan ahead. So that is where I want to talk to people more about the planning ahead. So there is a worksheet that Mr. Anthony will put in the chat. That is something to help you. So I created that Get It Done worksheet, and it has 4 columns: the date and the time, and then you have the goal focus area. And I put, for example, health, wealth, relationships. And then action required task. That is what you will, one task each day. And at the very last column, you have goals, progress check. That's your accountability. You will check off whether you haven't started, whether you're working on it, or whether it's done. So in our goal setting and strategic planning session today, I'm going to walk you through that. So first of all, you make a list of all your goals and you call that your master list. So you get a journal or, something you can write on to keep, because that is going to be your roadmap for the year. You write all your goals and then you are going to break it down into each quarter, right? So make sure your goals, and on the Get It Done worksheet, you have goals focus area. So you decide which area you want to focus on, whether it's business, education, family, faith, relationships, you decide, right? So after you write, just write everything as they come to you on that master goals list. Then now you're going to break it down further into focus areas, right? And from there, your focus area per quarter. So we have 4 quarters in the year. So you write which quarter. And I suggest that people don't have more than 3 major goals, because if you have too many from that master list, just choose 3 that you'll work on this year, right? 3, and how you're going to know which ones, the ones you're passionate about that, you really want to accomplish this year. And for those of you who are students or young, when you learn this from now, it's better for you than learning this way into your life when those habits are formed. So you break it down into quarters, right? So we have 4 quarters. And then from each quarter, you break it down into monthly priorities, right? So just take one focus area per month, right? Just break it down. So for example, we will use business, right? Creating an online business, for example. So that will be your focus area, online business, right? And then you break that down further into monthly. I mentioned already monthly priorities. So break it down further into weekly targets. So 1 week you might be able to research, okay, what exactly in an online business do I want? Do I want to be a content manager? Do I want to do digital marketing? What exactly do I want to do? So you might want to research that maybe 1 week. And from that weekly target, you map it down into daily action required task. And that is why your Get It Done worksheet says action required task, right? So that might mean somebody who writes content for a living. You can maybe talk to them one day and say, what is it like? I'm looking at going into that field. What is it like? The next week, it might be getting the name of, whatever you want your website to be, you research the name, that type of thing. The next week, you could just map out 1 task per day, right? For the work week, 1 task per day. And then the other weekly target could be the cost. You're going to look into how much it's going to cost you, right? And then another week, it could be the time. How much time and tools do I need for that? So there you see, you're coming from your master goal, the big list, breaking it down into quarter. Which quarter am I going to do this in? And from your quarter, you break it down into monthly priorities, right? And from your monthly priorities, it's weekly targets. And then it gets into your calendar as a daily action required task. So you see how instead of procrastinating, you have a clear plan how to get it done. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is 3 ways that you can prioritize your task. How do you know, okay, I have so many tasks to do, which one? Number one, these 3 ways. Number one, what can you stop doing that is not bringing you any result? It is not adding anything to your life. Stop doing that so it can free up your time to do the things that you want to do, right? Another way to prioritize is to start doing the things that will move you closer to your goals. Because at all times, you should be asking yourself when you are mapping out your goals, will this task move me closer to achieving my goals? Will this task move me closer? If it's not going to move you closer, you know what the answer is, right? And the last way is to continue doing what is working for you. So you're going to stop doing what doesn't work for you. Start doing what is going to move you closer to your goal. And you are going to continue doing what works for you. What habits do you need to develop to help you, right? And I want to tell you that having good habits is amazing, right? You create impact with your good habits. So for example, when you wake up in the morning, you wake up after you've planned your week, Sunday night, you know what you'll be doing on Monday. At the end of your work day, just take a peek into what you'll be doing the next day so you can feel more prepared. When you wake up the next day, you know, this is what I'll be doing and what tools do you need, right? For example, you're going to be using your computer. Did you charge it overnight or your phone, right? To make sure you're ready. You have to set yourself up for success. Remember that. Don't rely on, say, anyone. The things you can control are your time, right? And your effort. Those are things you can control. Other things outside of your control, you can't tell how that person, whether they're going to be in good mood or bad mood. Don't worry yourself about that. You do the best you can every day. And guess what? Be excellent at what you do. Make sure when your name gets called for a certain specialty, you represent yourself very well. You are a brand, right? Make sure the work that you do, you're not cutting corners and just doing good enough work. No, be excellent at what you do. So those are the ways that you can make your list, ensure that you accomplish your goals. And I would like to know if anyone has any questions about the Get It Done worksheet that we've provided. Mr. Anthony, do you have any questions about that or about anything?
I think I'm going to drop the link. I will create a link for them to download it later after the class. Then they can make maybe comments on that.
Okay, right. Because so after you've completed that month, make sure you're always reviewing your actions, right? Don't just continue doing things and not reviewing it, because you might need to course correct as you go. So remember, in my prep system, the P to pause, R to reflect, E to evaluate, P to plan ahead. In your evaluation system, where you will check to see if things are working for you, so you can course correct and adjust as necessary. So you are not wasting your time doing things that are not working, right? And make sure you ask a lot of questions from people who are doing something similar or someone you respect, a mentor. Sometimes people think that getting feedback is a bad thing. No, it is if it's mean-spirited, you don't have to take that on if something is mean-spirited. But if somebody is giving you genuine feedback, how to improve something, improve your life, you make sure you examine that and see if there's anything that you can implement. I am constantly seeking feedback and evaluating what I'm doing to make sure that it's working. I have a Facebook group, The Impact of Good Habits, right? So there are things that I am learning. I know what my audience likes. If I post something and I notice there is no engagement, then I might it might be too lengthy because everybody's busy. So I will have to examine those things. But you have to make sure that you accomplish your goals and live the purpose that you came in this life for. Because I can tell you from experience, at the end of the day, when I thought I wasn't going to make it, I didn't think about how much money I had, how many clothes I had, nothing. It was about not living the life that I came to live, living my purpose and what my destiny was about. So I encourage you to not procrastinate and always check in with your why. Why am I doing this? Before you focus on anything, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why is it important to me? Right? Start with your why, because when you get discouraged, when you have a compelling why, it will be your fuel to move forward. Because remember, you are only in control of yourself. And if it's going to be, it's up to you. Your life is your responsibility. So just make sure you're not procrastinating and wasting your time. And I want to tell you, you might think that, oh, I'm so far away. I'm in Africa, I'm wherever, I'm in Canada. Look at that. Technology has brought us together. You don't know who is looking at your work, and there could be an opportunity for you, right? This is how I got introduced to Africa. I was in Canada and somebody was selling his ebook, and I was trying to pay for the ebook, and I had some trouble, something, and I sent a DM to this person and said, I'm trying to buy your ebook, but it's not processing. And that is how I was introduced to everybody, from one person. So make sure you're excellent. Make sure that your brand is excellence. Do your very best for your life, right? Your very best. Good enough is not good enough. No, I'm going to tell you right now, be upfront with you. Do your very best and manage your time well. Time is a great resource. And make sure you're looking after yourself, because if you don't take care of your body, your health, you will not be able to be productive, right? Stay hydrated every day, right? Get a good night's sleep. Plan what you will be doing so that you don't end up procrastinating. So in closing, I want to leave a quote with you, because this is a quote that I am always reading. Remember that motivation might get you started, right? And it builds momentum. But you have to take strategic, consistent action is what will bring you results to get the life that you want to live. And the decision that you make determines your direction, not somebody else's decision. Your decision determines your direction. But again, strategic, consistent action is what will bring you results, because it becomes a habit. When you are consistent, when you have a habit of being consistent, you will always be making progress. And I am so proud of you. I do not want you to leave this session and not do something. So I'm giving you homework. Can you believe it? I'm giving you homework. So I want you to choose one focus area that you will work on this quarter. One focus area. You decide what it's going to be. And I want by March 31st this year, the first quarter when it ends, that goal should be completed. So I want you to write that one focus area. from that one focus area, I want you to put your monthly priorities. What priorities will you need to put in place to get it done? From your priorities, I want you to write your weekly target. What is your weekly target? And this week, I want you to start. Today's Friday, so come Monday, I want you to have in your planner one task each day that will get you, move you closer to achieving that goal for your first quarter by March 31st. So we're going to hold you to it, and please put in the comments what your focus area is. Or if you don't feel comfortable, just put focus area selected, focus area selected, and I am on task. So please put in the comments, and for those watching the replay, please make sure you put your focus area and one task that you will do. So thank you for having me, and I'm so thrilled and I'm so proud of all of you in advance, because I know you are going to make an impact with your good habits. So all the best to you. And Mr. Anthony, thank you so much for having me here today.
This is great. Amazing. Thank you very much. You really worked with time. We have 2 minutes to 30 minutes. That's awesome. Thank you.
You're
You
welcome.
really showed an example on time management. So we
Yes.
have a task now. That's a 1 month task. From that to March, we should be able to get a task and get a task we're going to make. Give you, this is what we have accomplished since 1 month, and maybe you can score us on that area. And also, you made mention of being, having a good brand, making it standard, and also
Yes.
consistency. Okay, I believe the members will be dropping what I've learned in the comment section. So after now, people, maybe this is almost 10 in Nigeria. It's almost 10 o'clock in Nigeria. Maybe they will watch our
Oh,
comments, and other
right.
people from Africa. South Africa should be uh, 1 hour ahead or below, so they will watch it later. And other people will drop their comments at the comment
Yes.
section. So maybe in the morning you will see a lot of comments. So
Yes.
thank
And I
you
will
very much.
come back
The
and
that
respond.
ebook. Okay, yes, you're in the group already.
Right now here it's 17 minutes to 4 in the afternoon. So when I wake up in the
Oh,
morning, I'll come in and respond. Yes.
okay, okay. Thank you. So for the for what you gave us about the time planning template, I will
Yes.
drop the link maybe after now as a post so they can download
Sure.
it or through the link. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
And I would
you.
love
Amazing
to follow
time we
up
spent
with
with you.
them to make sure they're doing it. I don't want them to just listen to us and not take action.
Okay, you will do a follow up for the action. That's great.
Yes.
No, you do this. It's not free. You do this for your clients. It's not free. The accountability check is not free, but you are giving it free for members of this group. Thank you very much. So
Yes.
they have to get back to you.
Yes. I would love to
Having a
hear from
conversation with
them.
the.
Yes. I
Okay,
would love to hear from
okay.
them. Let me
Thank you very
know,
much.
what's working.
Okay, definitely they work with you. It's a great privilege given to them. Thank you. This is 30 minutes. Maybe after now, we're going to attend to questions. Maybe in the morning, they will send in their questions for us to go through them
Yes.
and know how you can answer them since you're in the group already.
Right. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It was a
Okay, now
pleasure being here.
we are so happy to host you here in our platform. Maybe we
Thank
look
you.
forward to getting you back.
Yes, we want to hear that they have done it and they're on to their next one for the quarter. Wouldn't that be amazing? I would
It'll be
even dance
amazing. It'll be
reggae
amazing.
for that.
Okay. Okay, you would dance reggae for that. That's Jamaica.
Oh, I know. I would bring Jamaica here, dancing reggae. Oh my goodness. But I love to see people accomplish their goals, you know? I'm happy about that.
Yes, that's cool. I'll
And
also
thank you
share
for
my
the work
own
you
after
do
this.
as well.
Maybe.
Thanks for the work you do, because I know
Yes,
you
yeah,
love
thank
the
you
youth so much. You have a big heart for your youths in Africa. So thank you for that.
thank you very much. I really appreciate your feedback. Okay, we still need more collaboration. Like I said in my interview last month, that we'll be working with brands that want to collaborate with the youths in teaching them
Yes,
and mentoring them and sharing thoughts with them for their personal and business growth. So it's open for people anywhere you are watching from. You can collaborate with us. If you have anything you want to teach the youths or any program you would like them to enroll, we'll be happy to
yes.
host you here to share your thoughts with them. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So thank you for joining this 30 minutes class from Mrs. Cassie from Canada. I really shared a lot of thoughts here on time management and strategic planning. And there is a task you have to take seriously. Give us a task of 1 month to go, and there's opportunity for us to work with her. The aspect of accountability check. She's going to be working with us. Then she's part of this platform. You can just drop a DME to her. Then know the goals you're going to set for 1 month. Then know how she can work with you and give you the push and the things you need to do to accomplish those goals. Okay, so it's a 1 month goal, accountability goal setting opportunity for you with our guest now. So just get in to her inbox and have a conversation with her. Then, if you are watching this, you can also you can go back from the beginning to know what she has shared about planning and goal setting and how to set weekly goals on Sundays. Starting on Sundays, set weekly goals for the week. All right. Thank you for joining. It's already late here in Nigeria. We see you tomorrow. Drop your questions and your feedback tomorrow. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.